Hey there, you anglers out there. It's me from a fishing channel. And this week's featured fish is a real treat. We're going to talk about trout. Now, we've all heard of trout. They're one of the most popular freshwater fish to catch and eat. So let's take a closer look at why this fish is so highly regarded by anglers and foodies alike. Let's start with what makes trout such a prized catch. First up, they're high in protein and low in fat, making them an excellent choice for those looking to eat healthy. In fact, a 3-ounce serving of cooked trout provides around 20 grams of protein and contains only around 4 grams of total fat. This means that trout is a great option for those watching their fat intake while still wanting a good source of protein. But it's not just their nutritional profile that makes trout so popular. The other thing that anglers love about trout is their delicious flavor. Trout has a unique taste that's often described as delicate and slightly sweet, with a firm but flaky texture. Some people compare it to salmon, but I think trout has its own distinct flavor that's hard to compare to anything else. Now, the flavor of trout can vary depending on what they eat. For example, trout that feed on insects tend to have a more pronounced flavor compared to those fed on plankton. Regardless, trout is widely considered to be one of the best-tasting fish out there. And speaking of enjoying the taste of trout, there are many ways to cook this versatile fish. However, two of the most popular methods are grilling and baking. Let's start with grilling. Grilling trout can bring out the fish's natural flavors and give it a delicious, smoky aroma. To grill trout, start by cleaning and patting dry the fish. Then season it with salt and pepper or any other desired seasonings. Next, heat a grill to medium heat and brush the grates with oil. Place the trout on the grill and cook for 3 to 4 minutes per side, or until the fish is cooked through. One tip for grilling trout is to stuff the cavity with fresh herbs like thyme or rosemary for added flavor. You can also grill trout kebabs by cutting the fish into chunks and alternating them with vegetables on skewers. Just be sure to marinate the trout beforehand for the best results. Now, let's talk about baking. Baking trout is another great way to cook this fish, and it's a bit easier than grilling. To bake trout, start by preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Then place the cleaned and seasoned trout in a baking dish. You can add some lemon slices or fresh herbs for extra flavor. Pour a cup of water into the dish to prevent the trout from drying out. Cover the dish with foil and bake for 15 to 20 minutes, or until the fish is cooked through. You can also bake trout fillets with vegetables like asparagus or broccoli for a complete meal. Just make sure to cut the vegetables into similar-sized pieces so they cook evenly. So whether you prefer grilled or baked, both methods offer delicious ways to enjoy trout. Just remember to cook the fish thoroughly to ensure food safety. And don't be afraid to experiment with different seasonings and sauces to find your perfect trout recipe. But now, let's switch gears and talk about something else that anglers love about trout: the fight. When hooked, trout can put up quite the struggle, making for an exciting and challenging fishing experience. Their powerful muscles and strong wills make them a worthy opponent for any angler. In fact, some species of trout are known for their acrobatic leaps and runs, which can make landing them even more thrilling. Plus, trout are often found in beautiful mountain streams and lakes, making for a picturesque fishing experience. Now, let's talk about how to fish for trout. There are several methods that can be effective, but some of the most popular include fly fishing, spin fishing, and bait fishing. Fly fishing is a popular method for trout because it allows for precise casting and can imitate the natural movement of insects that trout feed on. Spin fishing, on the other hand, is a bit more simple and involves using a spinning reel and artificial lures that mimic small fish or other prey. Bait fishing is also effective and can involve using live bait like worms or artificial bait like power bait. No matter which method you choose, be sure to use light tackle and a sharp hook to increase your chances of success. Okay, let's go over some tips to help you land that big catch. First, try to match the hatch. This means using a lure or bait that mimics the insects or other small prey that trout feed on. For example, If there are mayflies present, try using a fly that imitates their movement and color. Second, fish in the right areas. Trout are often found in cold, clear water with plenty of oxygen. So head to the stream or lake early in the morning or late in the evening when trout are most active. During the summer months, try fishing at night for added fun. Also, focus on areas where trout like to hide, such as behind rocks or logs. Third, be patient and persistent. Trout can be elusive, so don't get discouraged if you don't land one right away. Keep trying different techniques and be prepared for the unexpected. Remember, sometimes the biggest fish are the ones you least expect. Finally, let's discuss some interesting facts about trout. Did you know that trout are a type of salmonid? That makes them related to other popular game fish like salmon and steelhead. They're actually one of the oldest known species of salmonids, and fossils of ancient trout have been found dating back millions of years. But trout aren't just found in the fossil record. They're actually found all over the world, including North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. They can be found in both freshwater and saltwater habitats, but are most commonly associated with cold, clear streams and lakes. Now, trout come in a variety of species, each with its own unique characteristics. Some of the most popular species include rainbow trout, brown trout, and brook trout. Rainbow trout are known for their beautiful colors, which can include shades of pink, orange, and red. Brown trout, on the other hand, are named for their distinctive brown coloration and are often found in lakes and rivers. Brook trout are smaller than rainbow or brown trout and have a distinctive blue or purplish stripe along their sides. No matter the species, though, trout are a fascinating and prized catch for anglers around the world. As we wrap up our discussion of trout, I want to emphasize just how truly special these fish are. They're not just a popular food source or game fish, but a symbol of the beauty and wonder of the natural world. The fight of a trout, the challenge of landing one, and the satisfaction of a job well done is something that every angler can appreciate. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-time fisherman, I encourage you to cast your line and see what all the fuss is about. You never know what you might catch. Thanks for watching this episode of Fish of the Week. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more entertaining and educational content about fishing and the fish we pursue. Tight lines and happy fishing, friends. Until next time.